Pray for discernment to know that not every message is going to be, calling people out and calling their sins, right? But not every message is encouraging or motivating, right? Know the difference between an ear tickler and someone who is simply speaking the grace of God. Somebody who is simply out there to seriously encourage others because they love people, because they have a heart for people, right? If we're supposed to be Jesus-like, we should have a heart for people. We are supposed to, because this is what the Bible states. We're supposed to uplift when our brethren is weak. This is what we're supposed to do. It doesn't mean that every message is going to be candy-coated or anything. No. But we are supposed to encourage people. The same way as we're supposed to encourage people, we're supposed to love people enough to be able to tell them when they are wrong. To be able to tell them, hey, that's actually a sin. Hey, God doesn't really like that, right? But it's how we say it. That's what makes the difference. It is how it is said is what makes the difference, right? It's not just to just scream and shout and say, you're a sinner, you're a sinner. No one's really going to hear that message. Know how to exhort with love, right? So let me bring it back to the Bible. So the Bible, right here, it states, okay, in Mark 9:49, it says, for everyone will be seasoned with fire. Everyone. Not just some of us, but everyone is seasoned with fire. And every sacrifice will be seasoned with salt. Salt is good, but if the salt loses its flavor, how will you season it? Have salt in yourselves and have peace with one another. So if we're supposed to be the salt, right? If we're supposed to be seasoning, that doesn't mean that we should be over salting what we say. Right? So just as the same way, if we're supposed to be calling people out and telling them about their sins, right? If we're supposed to be that salt, listen to what it says. Seasoning is not over salting. It is not, because when you over salt something, you can't even eat it, right? It tastes really gross. That is what happens when we come out with hate, calling people out on their sins. That is what it feels like. Okay, when you are telling somebody with the wrong heart posture, it is over-salting what God has asked us to do. Okay, with love, we are supposed to exhort, kind of like seasoning, just a little bit, right? With love, we are supposed to speak on what God's truth is, okay? Not over-salting things and almost like not being able to be palpable, right? When you are in your sin, it's hard to hear the message. It really is. It's hard to hear someone screaming at you when they're telling you, oh my gosh, you're in the wrong. You're a sinner. When you're in sin, you can't hear that message. We're supposed to exhort with love. Just season it a little bit. Amen. God bless you guys. I love you guys so much.